mean, my daughter has been absolutely wonderful with all these charities and takes a huge interest. So they were all telling me anyway about what a difference she makes. And I know how seriously she takes it all. But she does have a wonderful way with people, you see. That's the special thing, I think. I mean, she's remarkable, really. And find out their life's history in a very quick, short time.
Royal insiders are abuzz with whispers of a moment so powerful it stunned the world. On May 15, 2025, in a deeply moving and unexpected encounter, King Charles III met with the newly elected Pope, Leo XIV, formerly Cardinal Robert Francis Prévost, at the Vatican. This private audience, held away from the public eye, centered on a quiet but profound blessing. Catherine, Princess of Wales, acknowledged as the Unity Sovereign, a title once spoken only in hushed tones within palace circles, now echoing across global headlines. What unfolded in that sacred setting moved two of the most influential figures on the planet to tears. Stay with us as we reveal the full depth of this powerful moment, and don't forget to subscribe for more royal insights. Catherine has always held the world's attention, but not just for her beauty or grace. It's the ease with which she engages people, whether dignitaries or schoolchildren, that sets her apart. But what happened in Rome was no public show or polished photo op. It was deeply personal. A woman seen not only as a future queen but as a quiet emblem of resilience, was honored in a way that transcended titles and touched the soul of both church and crown. This extraordinary moment came during a meeting many believed would never happen. Royal watchers are already calling it a turning point for the monarchy and beyond. King Charles, spiritual head of the Church of England, had never before sat face-to-face with Pope Leo XIV, the new leader of the Roman Catholic Church, elected on May 1, 2025, just 10 days after the passing of Pope Francis. Leo XIV brought a fresh but reverent tone to the papacy. The American-born Pope welcomed King Charles and Queen Camilla at Casa Santa Marta, a modest Vatican residence known for its simplicity, setting the stage for a warm and heartfelt discussion. Only weeks after his election, Pope Leo's meeting with Charles was filled with a sense of urgency and mutual respect, and at the heart of their exchange was Catherine Hernay, spoken with deep admiration. What made this encounter historic wasn't just the meeting of monarch and pontiff, it was their shared belief in a need for healing, reconciliation, and compassion in a fractured world. Charles, a longtime supporter of interfaith harmony, and Pope Leo, a pontiff passionate about peace-building, found common ground in Catherine's story. They referred to her as the Unity Sovereign, not a name of formal power, but of spiritual influence and symbolic leadership. Charles, overcome with emotion, grew quiet as he spoke of his daughter-in-law's enduring grace. And this, we promise, is only the beginning. To grasp why Catherine received such a sacred recognition, we must look at her path. From the moment she stepped into royal life, she offered more than ceremony, she brought heart. She's a devoted mother, a pillar through crisis, and a quiet unifier. Her brave battle with cancer in 2024, followed by her remarkable recovery, captured the world's admiration. But it's her everyday moments that reveal the most, whether crouching to greet a child at a shelter or exchanging a loving glance with William, Catherine has shown the power of genuine connection. These are not rehearsed gestures, they are real. And they resonate deeply with the public. Royal fans treasure the subtleties. The way she tucks a strand of Charlotte's hair, or offers comfort to a shy guest with a soft smile. These instances speak louder than any grand event. Charles has seen her transformation firsthand. Privately, he's referred to her as my trusted daughter-in-law, a term rich in affection and faith. But in the halls of the Vatican, that trust took on new weight. This was more than a diplomatic visit, it was a spiritual alignment. In a time marked by conflict in places like Ukraine and Gaza and increasing societal division, Charles and Pope Leo XIV found hope in Catherine's example. Two men of great faith, united in a message of healing. They viewed Catherine as a beacon, someone who could foster togetherness through kindness rather than politics. In an intimate and deeply touching gesture, Pope Leo XIV offered a personal benediction, laying his hands over a photograph of Catherine that Charles had brought along. It was a spiritual moment so profound that insiders say Queen Camilla quietly wiped away a tear. But why Catherine? It's not just the image she portrays, it's the way she has gracefully navigated royal life. While remaining authentic, she embodies a balance between modernity and tradition, combining approachability with regal poise. Her advocacy in mental wellness, early development, and cancer education has impacted lives across the globe. Though rooted in the Church of England, her inclusive faith has seen her attend Catholic Mass with Prince William and engage in meaningful dialogue with spiritual leaders from diverse backgrounds. This openness, this gentle willingness to listen, made her the natural choice for the symbolic role of the Unity Sovereign. Let's now delve into what's being called the core of the Sumit, the so-called Vatican Accord. Though not formalized on paper, the phrase has begun circulating among those close to the royal household and the Holy See. It was not a legal treaty, but a heartfelt understanding, King Charles and Pope Leo XIV agreed that Catherine would serve in a unique capacity not merely within the royal structure, but as a moral envoy for global harmony. It's a position unlike any before it, fusing symbolism with a sincere human touch, and it's a role Catherine, knowingly or not, has spent her life preparing to fulfill. The private audience lasted just 25 minutes, yet each second was deeply significant. Pope Leo XIV, still settling into his responsibilities, spoke with calm gravitas. His Chicago upbringing gave his words a plain-spoken warmth as he commended Catherine's perseverance, her emotional intelligence, and her ability to reach across cultural and spiritual divides. Charles, in turn, offered glimpses into her personal strength, how she's gently helped Charlotte manage public pressures, Ben Williams' unwavering support, and brought a quiet radiance to their family life. His words carried both the affection of a proud father-in-law and the foresight of a monarch recognizing future greatness. Following tradition, the two leaders exchanged meaningful tokens. Charles offered a hand-carved oak cross, ethically sourced from British forests, representing both their shared concern for the environment and a commitment to sustainability. In response, Pope Leo gifted a small medallion bearing the image of Saint Francis, a tribute to his papal predecessor and a symbol of enduring peace. Yet the true offering of the day was the blessing itself, a spiritual acknowledgement that bridged centuries of religious separation. In Catherine, the Anglican monarchy and the Catholic Church found a shared touchstone for reconciliation and hope. Now, what about the everyday decisions that define Catherine's life? Observers often analyze details like her vehicle preferences, which speak volumes about her character. During her health recovery, she opted for a Range Rover, its discreet design and tinted glass offering both security and serenity. For official appearances, she frequently uses the Bentley State Limousine, a classic nod to royal protocol. However, palace insiders quietly suggest she's exploring electric alternatives like the Tesla Model X. In line with King Charles's commitment to environmental stewardship, these choices aren't just about transport, they reflect thoughtful decision-making and an awareness of public perception and private principle. And now we arrive at part 4, the emotional landmarks that shaped Catherine's path. Every profound evolution is made up of heartfelt chapters, and her rise to unity sovereign is no exception. From the moment she entered royal life as Kate Middleton, shy, gracious, and full of potential, to her emergence as an international figure of admiration, each stage of her journey has been purposeful. Think back to 2011, when she took on her first solo royal visit at a cancer support organization in Lanarkshire. She wasn't just fulfilling a duty, she listened, connected, and made every person feel seen. That day remains etched in the memories of those who witnessed it. That moment revealed her true strength, not through titles or fanfare, but through connection. It was a glimpse of the unity she would come to embody. Her personal journey has been filled with milestones that echo far beyond palace walls. Her 2011 wedding to Prince William, watched by billions, wasn't just a royal event, it was a public commitment to serve, to grow, and to carry a legacy forward. With the births of Prince George in 2013, Princess Charlotte in 2015, and Prince Louis in 2018, Catherine embraced motherhood in all its beauty and complexity. Far from the spotlight, she's been seen behind the wheel of her Audi Q7 during morning school runs, a symbol of how hands-on she remains, even as a senior royal. Laughter echoing from the back seats, windows rolled down. She treasures these everyday moments. They reflect a woman whose heart lies first with her family. But it was in 2024, when she faced a life-altering cancer diagnosis, that the world truly saw the depth of her courage. Her video message, filmed with honesty and grace, offered comfort to millions battling their own fears. When her remission was announced in January 2025, it wasn't just relief, it was inspiration. Her strength became a rallying cry for hope. Key public appearances have also shaped her story. At the funeral of Queen Elizabeth II in 2022, Catherine stood as a quiet anchor, gently guiding Charlotte through national mourning. In 2023, at the Chelsea Flower Show, she transformed a formal occasion into something truly human, crouching down to talk with children, laughter bridging formality. Her 2024 visit to Australia, her first major trip since recovery, was a resounding success. Her speech centered on healing, growth, and unity earned her a standing ovation. Her sleek choice of vehicle, the electric Jaguar I-Pace, echoed King Charles's passion for sustainability, showing once again how even small choices reveal a deeper purpose. But it's behind the scenes where her true essence shines. Close friends say Catherine keeps a private journal filled with personal reflections, lessons for her children, and quiet thoughts about the world. She plans her engagements carefully but allows room for spontaneity, like stopping to greet a crowd despite a tight schedule. Her preference for the Range Rover during her illness was less about image and more about protecting her family's privacy, revealing her thoughtful nature. Then there's her quiet spirituality. Though raised Anglican, her religious respect extends beyond denomination. She's participated in Catholic services alongside William and engaged with leaders of Muslim, Jewish, Hindu, and Sikh communities with equal warmth. In 2023, she was seen pausing in a small Welsh chapel, hands clasped in prayer, seeking peace and solitude. These private spiritual moments have shaped the Catherine we see today, a woman of conviction, humility, and compassion. These milestones, some public, many deeply personal, have molded her into what many now call the Unity Monarch. More than a poetic phrase, it's a signal of what's to come. Under King Charles III, the monarchy is changing, leaning into a more human, purpose-driven era. At the heart of this transformation is Catherine, the Princess of Wales, whose impact is being felt far beyond traditional royal circles. She's not only preparing to become queen consort, she's quietly redefining the role itself. Royal observers are now calling her the bridge between tradition and progress. And with each passing year, her influence only deepens. Through her work with the Royal Foundation, she's expanded the scope of royal engagement, reaching underserved communities and raising awareness on issues often overlooked. Her Shaping Us initiative, which centers on the critical early years of child development, has been praised as groundbreaking by educators and scientists alike. But it's not just about programs, it's about connection. Catherine listens with intent, responds with empathy, and leads with humility. Whether she's sitting on the floor of a London nursery or joining a global summit via video call, her commitment feels real. It is real, and that authenticity is what sets her apart. What may ultimately transform the monarchy itself. She's crossing more than royal thresholds. She's reaching across borders, faiths, and generations. This is the Unity Monarch in motion, building bridges not with declarations, but with shared human experience. Every public appearance, though polished, carries a genuine weight. Whether stepping out of the regal Bentley state limousine for a formal occasion or navigating school runs in her reliable Audi Q7, Catherine sends subtle but powerful messages. Her rumored interest in sustainable transport like the Jaguar I-Pace or even a custom electric Bentley echoes King Charles's environmental legacy. These aren't just vehicle choices, they're glimpses into a monarchy evolving with the times, guided by purpose. Within the royal household, Catherine is often described as the calm in the storm. She offers William quiet strength when the cameras close in, anchoring him with a simple look. At public events, she gently encourages Charlotte, helping her find her voice. Even little Louis, known for his cheeky charm, finds his rhythm through his mother's steady presence. Behind palace walls, her role extends far beyond protocol. She's not just a royal wife or mother, she's become a compass for the entire family. Charles, who once welcomed her into the fold, now leans on her as both a confidant and a visionary. Their bond, forged through shared responsibility and respect, was unmistakable in the Vatican. His words about her weren't simply affectionate, were filled with conviction. But it's always the quieter moments that shape Catherine's influence. Those who know her well say she keeps a handwritten journal filled with thoughts on parenting, campaign ideas, and reflections from her travels. She's known to draft notes by hand before major events, always blending meticulous planning with flexibility. These personal touches, like baking birthday cakes herself or opting for privacy during her recovery drives, remind us she's never lost touch with who she is beneath the title. Her authenticity is what resonates most. It's what elevates her from admired royal to global symbol of connection. So what's next for Catherine? The Vatican Pact may be just the beginning. There's talk, unconfirmed but growing, of a solo pilgrimage back to Rome, this time representing the monarchy as a bridge between faiths. A meeting like that could be historic, especially in an age of global fragmentation. If it happens, don't be surprised if she arrives in that custom electric Bentley. Sustainability and symbolism, all in one elegant package. Catherine's potential to lead on a global scale, especially in causes like interfaith understanding or humanitarian outreach, is no longer a whisper, it's becoming expectation. And through it all, she moves with quiet certainty. Catherine isn't rewriting the royal script with grand gestures, she's reshaping it with empathy. She understands that real change doesn't come with fireworks, it comes through trust, respect, and consistency. It comes from listening, from caring, from showing up with sincerity every single time. That's how she's earning the title of Unity Monarch, not just as a name, but as a calling. Her story is far from complete. In fact, it feels like it's only just beginning. The historic blessing from King Charles and Pope Leo XIV wasn't just ceremonial, it was recognition of something deeper. Catherine represents a new chapter, one rooted not in spectacle, but in soul. She's not simply fulfilling royal duties, redefining what those duties mean in the modern world. What lies ahead for her is more than tiaras, titles, or state dinners. It's a journey defined by compassion, curiosity, and courage. A journey where tradition and transformation walk side by side. With every speech, every outreach, every moment of grace, Catherine is showing us a different kind of power. Quiet, steady, profound. And as this next chapter unfolds, one thing is certain, the world is watching, not just with interest but with hope.